Hello everybody. So today we have an intro to Sun Salutations A video. And this is really great if you're a beginner looking to maybe get into Ashtanga or a Vinyasa flow style yoga class. And so what Sun Salutation A is just a series of 12 asanas or 12 postures that we typically do in a cycle. So the idea really is to sync your breath with your movement. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about some modifications that you can make if you're a beginner here and you can't do full jump backs or you can't get into full postures here. So that's the main purpose of today's video. And it's really just teaching you how to move more mindfully on the mat. So the next time that you are in a yoga class and you hear these things being cued, you know how to move and connect with your body. So some benefits of Sun Salutation A is just that it's a really great way to warm up the body. It's a great way to improve coordination and flexibility. And another great thing about it is once you get the flow down, you know where your body is going next. And so it's a great way to just improve clarity and focus and come into this meditative state, this moving meditation. So what we're going to do today in this video is we're going to break down each of the postures one by one. And then we're going to take it through a flow here, just practicing. So typically, we're going to start at the top of the mat in Tadasana. That's the first posture here, mountain pose. We're typically at the front of the mat, but I'm going to show it to you so I can show you the options. The first option is to stand here with your feet hip-width distance apart, pushing into your feet, engaging those knees, so engaging those quads, tucking that pelvis under, and opening up those hands by your side. So finding a nice posture here. It might look like we're just standing here, but it's a really active posture where we are now. The other option is to stand with your feet together. Same thing applies, spreading those toes, pushing those toes into the ground, tucking that pelvis under, finding a flat back, opening your arms really strong to the side of your body. The next posture is Urdhva Hastasana or upward salute. So what that would look like from your mountain pose, you're going to inhale your arms up to your upward salute here. So your upward salute is going to look something like this. When we're raising our arms up, we want to twist those pinkies out. We also want to drop those shoulders back down a little bit, right? So we're spreading those shoulders a little bit and pushing those shoulders away from our ears here. So that's our upward salute. I'm going to come back to the front of the mat with my feet together and coming into my upward salute. The third posture here is your forward fold. So what you can do, we have two options. You could just basically forward fold, raising those hips, dropping that chest down to your thighs, coming to a forward fold here, bending your knees as generously as you need to. That belly and that chest comes to touch the thighs here. The other option for getting into this from your upward salute is to swan dive those hands back. What that means is I'm going to open my hands up. I'm going to bend forward. My chest is going to drop to my thighs and my hands come behind me to grip the back of my ankles, bending your knees as much as you need to here. The next posture we're going into is a halfway lift or a flat back position. So on an inhale, we're going to straighten those legs, straighten that back, and come to look forward. You can bring your hands to your thighs or to your shins here, looking forward. Then we're going to bring ourselves back down to the next posture. So for beginners, we're going to plant our hands down and we're just going to step back into a high plank. This is going to set us up for the next posture, which is Chaturanga. So just building from the ground up here in our plank posture, our hands are pressing into the ground underneath our shoulders. Our feet are tucked under and our heels are pressing back. We're going to look slightly forward. And what I see students do a lot is drop those hips down. But what we want to do is we want to raise those hips a bit more, finding a flat back position. Next, we're heading into chaturanga. So what we're going to do is bend those arms at 90 degrees, finding a flat back. This is our chaturanga here. Let's drop all the way to our belly, and I'll give you two options. The next posture, we can do cobra. So we're going to push into our hands, push into our pelvis, push into our feet. There's options. We can keep our feet and our legs in hip distance, so in line with your hips, or we can bring those feet together. So playing with it here. If your legs are spread out a little bit wider, as wide as your hips, you're going to protect that lower back a little bit more. So on an inhale, we're coming to a back bend. This time we're coming to cobra, pushing that pelvis down to the mat, pressing into our hands, looking forward and pressing firmly into those feet behind us. So we have cobra here. The other option, which is the classic option, is taking it from your chaturanga, tucking those toes under, opening up to upward facing dog, Adho Mukha, here, opening the chest, pushing those shoulders away from those ears. So we're here resting on our feet and on our hands to come into this back bend. Wherever you come from, we're going to come back to downward facing dog. So here in our downward facing dog, we really want to focus on spreading those fingertips wide, pressing them into the mat, opening up our chest, pushing our chest to our thighs, straightening our legs to push our heels down. This is our classic downward facing dog. Some options for you here is if you're stiff in a yoga class and you want to find some movement, people might say walk the dog. That means dropping one knee, stretching one heel closer to the mat, and switching to the opposite side. Another variation is to bend those knees, straightening out that back, breathing here. So wherever you are, finding a downward dog that works for your body, right? From here, for our Sun Salutation A, we're going to look forward. Typically, we jump to the front of the mat. But what we're going to do is we're just going to take a big step to the front of the mat, another big step to the front of the mat, and come into our forward fold. Our head is relaxed down. Our belly and our chest are on our thighs. We'll inhale to open up, halfway lift, flat back, flat legs here. Breathing. Exhale, we'll come back down, forward fold. And on an inhale, we'll come back up to our upward salute. And ending this cycle where we started in mountain pose, actively pressing into your feet. So that's just a little breakdown of each of the 12 postures that we have. But let's try to do it together in a little cycle. So we're going to start in mountain pose here at the front of the mat, pressing into those feet. They're hip width distance apart or together. We're going to inhale, those arms come up. Exhale, we drop that chest to our thighs, bending our knees, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, we forward fold. We're going to come to our plank here, and we're going to take an exhale to come down, chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra or upward facing dog. And then coming back, downward facing dog. Good. Breathing all the hair out, and on an exhale, walking those feet forward to your forward fold. Inhale, we halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, melting down, forward fold. Inhale, we'll bring those arms up, finding what we call our upward salute. Exhaling those hands down to mountain pose. Strong, active position here. Good. So hopefully that helped you get a little bit more of an idea of what a Sun Salutation A looks like, what the postures should be looking like, and also giving you some modifications if maybe you can't reach the full extension of the postures now. So I hope that the next time you're in an Ashtanga class or a Vinyasa flow class, you feel a little bit more confident in these postures and you're able to find a better mind-body connection here. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time.